Aloha and welcome to Upside Down Dance and Pilates Reformer Level 1. With me today is Malia, Lonnie, and Nicole. Let's start with some breathing. Go ahead and sit nice and tall off the side of your reformer. Deep inhale, lengthen through your neck, and as you exhale, start to fold forward, pulling your belly button up and in and allowing your shoulders to relax. 3 breaths here. Big inhale across your back, and nice big breath out. And again, big inhale across the back, and nice big exhale. One more, big inhale across the back, and now exhale, roll up, gliding the shoulders down and stacking your head right on top of your shoulders. Again, nod your chin, and exhale, fold forward. 3 breaths, deep breath in, and exhale. Again, deep breath in, and exhale. And one more set, nice deep inhale, and exhale, roll yourself up nice and tall. Good. All right, let's go ahead and lie down onto our reformers. And we'll place your feet on the platform with your feet sits-bone distance apart. And let's just rock your pelvis back and forth. So take a big inhale, and as you exhale, pull your navel to your spine and reach your lower back down towards the mat. And now as you inhale, arch your lower back and feel that nice round back. Now exhale, pull the belly button in and reach the lower back to the ground. And now inhale, arch your back all the way off from the ground. And again, exhale, pull your navel down, and inhale, arch the lower back. And one more time, exhale, pull your navel down, and inhale, arch your lower back. Good. Let's go into neutral pelvis now, where those 2 hip bones and the pubic bone are flat across the top, and you have a little curve, but not quite as much as we had before. Give yourself a big inhale. And now exhale, scoop into imprint. Pull the belly button down, bringing the ribs and the hips closer together. And now inhale, just go to neutral where you have a little arch. And now exhale, go into imprint. Lower back reaches, ribs and the hips come closer. And now arch the lower back just a little bit. 2 more. Exhale into imprint. And inhale right back into your neutral. Beautiful, ladies. 1 more. Exhale into imprint. And inhale right back into your neutral. So we're going to maintain neutral pelvis throughout our footwork. Go ahead and bring your heels onto the foot bar. Feet all the way together and flex your feet. Good. Go ahead, take a nice big inhale, and exhale, press out. And inhale, come back in. And again, exhale, press out 2, and inhale in. Exhale 3, inhale in. And a 4. Bring it in, and a 5, bring it in, and a 6, bring it in. 2 more, please. 1 more, please. Good, bring it in right in the center of your arches. Try wrap your heels and your toes simultaneously around the bar. Good, deep inhale, and exhale, press it out, and bring it in. And a 2. Maintaining that neutral pelvis. Make sure as you press out, squeeze the glutes and hamstrings and the quads. And a 4. Bring it in. Shoulders are wide. 5. Bring it in. And a 6. Bring it in. 2 more. 7. And 8. Good. Onto the balls of your feet. Lift your heels nice and high like you have stilettos. Take a breath, exhale, press out, and bring it in. And a 2, bring it in. And a 3, bring it in. Halfway done. 5, bring it in. And 6, bring it in. And 7, bring it in. 1 more round, please. And 8. Bring it in. Very good. Let's go into lower and lift. So press out and lower and lift 10 times. Lower and 1, lower and 2, lower and 3, and lower and 4. Inhale 5, exhale, lower. Inhale 6, 2 more, lower and lift. 1 more, lower and lift, and bring your carriage on in. Nice work. Heels to the foot bar, sits bone distance apart. We'll go into second position, parallel. Let's change our breathing, and we're going to inhale on the way out and exhale on the way in. Inhale, press the carriage out, and exhale, draw it in 1. Press it out, and a 2. Press it out, and a 3. Press it out, and a 4. Press it out, and a 5. Press it out. Looking beautiful. 7. 1 more, please. Press out, and 8. Very nice. Come on up to seated. Let's change our springs to 2, and we'll put our right heel on and do single heel. Good. Right heel is on, left leg is up at tabletop. We'll inhale out and exhale in again. Here we go. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, 1. Lengthen out, and a 2. Keep going. Remember, we are still trying to keep our neutral spine, and your goal is to have your hips nice and even. 3, and a 4, and our shoulders relaxed, and our ribs down. 5, and our happy thoughts on, of course. 6, 2 more. 7, 1 more. And 8, very good. Change legs. Left heel is on, right leg is up at tabletop. Here we go. Press it out. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, and a 4. Half, or 3 more. 6, 7, 1 more, please. Good. Changing legs. Right ball of the foot is on, left leg is up at tabletop. Here we go. Inhale, press that carriage out and pull it in 1. This is always more exciting. And a 2. Make sure to squeeze the glute and hamstring on the right side as you press out. And a 4. Make sure that right kneecap pulls up. Inhale, exhale, 6. 2 more, please. Press out. And a 7. 1 more. Press out. And 8. Excellent. Change legs. Left ball of the foot goes on. Right leg comes up to tabletop. And here we go. Inhale, press that carriage out and pull it in 1. Press it out. And a 2. Notice your shoulders. Make sure they've stayed relaxed. 3. And press. And a 4. And press. Exhale, 5. Inhale. And a 6. Inhale. And a 7. 1 more, please. Press. And 8. Very good. Okay, ladies, let's move into our hands in the straps. So come on up, and you can choose anywhere between half to 2 springs. Less springs is more work on your abdominals. More springs is more work in your shoulder girdle. Go ahead, bring your legs up to tabletop, and you'll be in imprint. And then reach back and grab your straps. We're gonna have the short loops on your hands. We're gonna start with some toe dips. Good, make sure your shoulders are away from the shoulder rest, and now reach those arms straight down by your sides. Good. Keep that imprint, and let's take your right toe, dip it right on down towards the springs, and then exhale, pull it up. Beautiful. And left toe, dip it down to the springs, and exhale, draw it up. And again, right leg goes down, and exhale, pull it up. Make sure you're keeping that imprint, and left toe goes down, and draw it up. One more round. Right toe goes down, and exhale, draw it up, and left toe goes down, and draw it up. Keeping tabletop, let's go into some shoulder shrugs. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up, and exhale, glide them down, and inhale, up, and glide them down to the hips. Shoulders up to the shoulder rests, and down to the hips. One more. Up to the shoulder rests and down to the hips. Now keep the ribs down and the shoulders down. Let's do some triceps. Inhale, bend your elbows, and exhale, straighten one. Keep those elbows hovered right off from the carriage. Two, that way you can get a little more work in those triceps. Exhale, three, two more. Inhale, exhale, four, beautiful. One more, inhale, and exhale, five. Keep the arms straight. Wrap the shoulder girdle and reach the fingers to the ceiling and press down. One. Straight arms up. And use those lats to press it down. Two. Inhale, up. Big exhale, three. Two more. Inhale, up. Exhale, four. One more, up. And five. Good, go ahead, bend your elbows. Inhale, nod your chin. Exhale, fold forward, straighten the arms. We'll keep your legs at tabletop today for your hundreds. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Shoulders down, 3, 4, 5, and chins back. 20, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. 30, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. 40, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 50, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 60. Good job at keeping your carriages still. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 70. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 80. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 90. Last set. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 100. Go ahead, lower down. And let's go ahead, put your straps back, long loops on the poles, and feet down onto your foot bar. Okay, let's move into feet and straps. So come on up to seated. We're gonna have 2 springs on total. And then lie down and put the long loops at the fulcrum of your ankle. We're gonna start with bend and stretch. You'll press your legs out long with toes pointed in parallel, and we'll start an imprint, and we'll rock back and forth between imprint and neutral. So here we go. Inhale, bend the knees, flex the feet, find neutral pelvis, and exhale, go to imprint, press out and point. Good. 1, and bring it in, and press it out. 2, bring it in, and press it out. 3, bring it in, and press it out. 4, bring it in. One more, please. Press it out. 5. Stay there. Turn your legs out, heels together, toes apart. Same thing. Bend the knees, flex the feet. Now you're in a little diamond. Go to imprint, press out, and point the toes. 1, and inhale into neutral. Exhale to imprint. 2, inhale into neutral. Exhale to imprint. 3, inhale into neutral. Exhale to imprint. 4, bring it in. And one more, please. 5, bring it in. Go ahead and go into parallel, and we'll go straight legs now. Bring the legs up towards the ceiling and find neutral pelvis. And go to imprint and press out and point. Good. Bring it up into neutral pelvis. And straight legs to imprint and press out. 2. Inhale. Bring it up to neutral. Exhale. Imprint and press out. 3. Bring it up to neutral. Imprint and press out. 4. And one more. Bring it up into neutral and press out. 5. Nice. Turn out, heels together, toes apart. Keep those heels kissing, and here we go. Bring the legs up, neutral pelvis, and bring it down into imprint. 1. Inhale, bring it up. Press it out. 2. Inhale, bring it up. Press it out. 3. Inhale, bring it up. Press it out. 4. Inhale, bring it up. Last time, please. 5. Good. Stay there. Go into parallel. Make sure your headrests are down if they were up. And we're going to go into short spine preparation. Crease your legs up. Bring them towards the ceiling. Now roll through your lower back and slowly peel your spine off from the carriage, trying to bring it all the way into the stopper. Good. Stay there. Take a nice deep inhale. And now you're going to roll down, sequencing through the spine. And press the carriage back out. Good. Let's go again. Crease the legs up, find neutral pelvis. Now roll through your imprint and scoop and peel that spine off from the carriage. Nice. Deep inhale up top with a smile. And roll down, sequencing through the spine. Get that nice big stretch through the upper back. And then press back out. 3 more. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, peel the spine off. Good. Inhale at the top. And exhale, roll down. And press out. Again, inhale, crease up. Exhale, peel the spine off. Inhale at the top. And exhale, roll down. Beautiful. 1 more of these. Inhale, crease up. Exhale, scoop and peel that spine off. Inhale up top and exhale, roll down and press out. Good. Turn the legs out now. Rotate to parallel. Crease the legs up to neutral. Now, bend the knees, flex the feet, turn the legs out. Try not to move the carriage. Bring the heels down and press out and go into imprint. Again, rotate to parallel. Crease the legs up to neutral. Stay and stretch for a moment. Good. Turn the legs out, bend the knees, flex the feet. Bring those heels down and press out as you exhale. Again, inhale, rotate and reach up. Exhale, stay and stretch. Inhale, turn out, bend the knees and flex the feet. Exhale, reach down and press out. 2 more, please. Inhale, rotate, crease up. Exhale, stay and stretch. Inhale, bend the knees, flex the feet, keeping that carriage still. Exhale, heels down and press out. 1 more. Rotate, increase. And stay for your stretch. Bend the knees, flex the feet. Bring the heels down and press it through. Nice. Let's go into some simple stretches. Open your legs outside to a nice big super splits. Grab onto your ropes if you like and stretch your inner thighs a little bit. Good. Bring your legs back up to the ceiling. And let's go ahead and take those straps off your feet and bring your feet back down onto the foot bar. Put the long loops back on the silver posts. Good, excellent. Okay, ladies, let's move into some arm work. Come on up to seated. You can choose between half or 1 for this next section. And go ahead, put your foot bar down. If you have tight hamstrings, lifting yourself up on a box is a really great idea so that you can sit in a nice neutral pelvis. So Nicole's going to demonstrate that for us. Excellent. Hop up and let's face the back of your reformer. Bring your legs down and go ahead and grab onto the short loops. Good. So you're trying to get neutral pelvis, neutral ribs, neutral shoulders. Let's reach your arms straight down by your sides. Inhale, reach those arms forward. And now exhale, pull those arms down and back, opening your chest. Again, inhale, reach it forward. And exhale, engage through the belly to move the arms. 3 more. Inhale and exhale, bring it back. Inhale forward and exhale back. One more please. Inhale forward and exhale back. Excellent. Go ahead, reach those arms all the way forward, palms up, and we're going to go into some biceps. Deep inhale, exhale, bend the elbows. 1, and inhale, reach. We'll go for 10. 2, inhale, reach. And 3, inhale, reach. I see some bustling biceps. 4, and reach. And 5, and reach. And 6, and reach. 4 more. Keeping those elbows right at tabletop. Good. 2 more times. Energy out through the crown of the head. Good. Reach the arms forward. Now we're going to bring your elbows back past the midline of your body, and we'll do 10 triceps. Deep inhale, exhale, press those hands back. 1. Good. So for here, we always want to remember, keep going. 2, to keep those wrists nice and neutral. 3, and 4. Get a little taller. When it gets hard, smile more. 5, saying goodbye to the hellos. 6, 7, 3 more please. 8, and 9. Last one. 10. Very good. Okay, go ahead and we're going to flip around to the front and do some air push-ups and a few more triceps. Short loops in your hands. Good. Come up against the shoulder rests, unless you're on the box. Connect through your ribs, and let's bring those hands right up in front of your shoulders. Deep inhale, and exhale, press out. And inhale, bend back in. Again, exhale, 2. Bring it in. And 3. Bring it in. So the key here is to pull the abdominals in against the push of your shoulders, of your arms. 5, and keep thinking tall so you don't end up leaning backwards. 6, 4 more. 7, 8, keep squeezing those legs together. 9, 1 more. 10. Stay. Let's go for some triceps. Bend your elbows and press it down. 1. And you don't have to bend very far if it's getting tough. 2, just a little bit, keeping the elbows parallel to the floor. 3, inhale, exhale, 4, and inhale, exhale, 5, and inhale, exhale, 6, and inhale, exhale, 7, and inhale, exhale, 8, 2 more, shoulders down, 9, 1 more, and 10. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and put our straps down. We're going to do some rotator cuff exercises, internal and external rotation. You can do anywhere between half or 1 spring for this. So you can choose what you're ready for. Good. And we're going to take the short loop and put it in our left hand and do internal rotation. Your other arm can either be on your hip or just down, rested by your leg. Good. Elbow is in by the side, shoulders are down, ribs are connected, energy is reaching up to the ceiling. Deep breath, and exhale, close your imaginary door, and inhale, open it out. Again, exhale, 2, and open. Don't forget to smile, this is awesome. 3, very fun, we love our rotator cuff muscles. 2 more, we forget about them. 4, 1 more please. 5. Good. And moving on to everyone's favorite, external rotation. So you're going to grab the strap into your right hand with the long loop, actually. Let's do long loops. Good. Yeah, that's fine. Shoulders down, deep inhale, and exhale. You're going to try open your door a little bit. It may not go very far, and bring it back. And again, open your door a little bit, and bring it back. So you can either have your fist holding on, keep going, 3, or you can reach forward like Nicole has and slide your hand through. 4, and bring it back. One more, please. 5. Very good. Okay, spine twist. Reach your arms out in front of you now. Grab on. You can either do short loop or long loop, whichever way you want. Shoulders are down. Try and keep your hands right in front of your breastbone as you twist. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist. Now pause. Make sure your hands are still in front of your chest and haven't shifted past your body. Good. And return back as you inhale. Again, exhale, twist. 2. And inhale, return. And a 3. Inhale, return. And a 4. Inhale, return. And a 5. Good. Keep going. Make sure both hips are equally weighted onto the carriage as you twist. Good. 7. Big breath out. 8. 2 more. You can make it. 9. 1 more, please. And 10. Very, very, very good. Okay, let's put your straps down and flip around to the other side. Looking good. All of these things are much more exciting than they look. They feel like a party. Okay, right hand is in, internal rotation. Good. Deep inhale and exhale. Close the door and open the door. Again, 2 and open the door. And 3 and open the door. And 4 and open the door. 1 more, please. 5. Very good. Excellent. Change straps. Use the long loop. You can either hold onto it with the fist or slide your hand through. Deep breath. And here we go. Exhale, open, and bring it back. Again, 2, and bring it back. And 3, and bring it back. 2 more. 4, and bring it back. 1 more. 5. Very good. All right, spine twist. Reach those arms. Inhale and exhale. 3. Inhale, return. And a 4. Inhale, return. And a 5. Inhale, return. And a 6. Inhale, return. And a 7. And return. And an 8. And return. And a 9. And return. 1 more, please. And 10. And bring it back down. Excellent. Go ahead and put those straps down. Okay, let's go into our long box series. So Nicole's got her long box all set up. Lonnie and Malia can pull up theirs on. You can do anywhere between half or 1 spring for this. Lie flat onto your box and reach forward, and you're going to grab onto the ropes. We'll do straight arms, pulling of the straps. Squeeze the legs together and point the toes. Remember, we want to keep life in the legs and life in the abs. All right, deep inhale and exhale, pull back, just come to a plank, torpedo. And now dive back down and forward. Good. And again, exhale, pull back into a plank and bring it back down. And again, exhale, this is 3, and bring it back down. 2 more, exhale, 4, and bring it down. Last one and stay, press back, 5. Stay right there, bend those elbows, 10 triceps. Inhale, exhale, 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, 4 more, 7, and a 8, and a 9. One more, please. 10. Arms straight, bring your carriage all the way down into rest. Good. Go ahead, put your long loops on the silver posts and bring your pelvis up into child's pose. And take a little relax. Good. Excellent. Okay, roll yourself up. Now we have to flip around and put the bar up. So, this one can be tricky. Got it? Good. Put this one in the middle. Good, there you go. Okay, you're gonna go face down and we'll do overhead press by and unilateral. So hands are gonna be to the outsides of the bar. And we're actually gonna squeeze our legs all the way together and point those toes. Feel those shoulder blades wrap down and around and get the navel to the spine. Deep breath. Exhale, scoop the shoulders down, press that carriage out long. And inhale, pull back in, elbows are wide. And again, exhale, press out 2. And pull it back in. And press out 3. And bring it back in. 2 more. Feel the shoulder blades wrap into the rib cage. 4. And bring it in. 1 more. And 5. Good. Bring it in. Let's leave the right hand on and bring the left hand straight down by the hip. Belly button is in and squeeze the bum. Deep breath. Exhale, scoop that shoulder down and press out. 1. So much more exciting than with 2 hands. Go again. 2. And pull it in. Squeeze the legs. 3. Lift the belly a little bit more. 2 more. Big breath out. 4. And draw it back in. 1 more for fun. 5. And bring it on in. Good job. Change hands. Left hand on. Right arm goes right down by your hips. Inhale and exhale. Press. And draw it in, wrapping the shoulder down. Again. Exhale. 2. And draw it back in. And a 3. And draw it back in. 2 more. 4. And draw it back in. 1 more. 5. And draw it back in. Good. Both hands on the bar. Separate the legs and lift the thighs. Here we go. Press the carriage out. Now, glide the shoulders down. Come up into full extension. Open your chest. Good. Press the carriage back out. And bend the elbows and bring the carriage back in. And again, exhale to press. Inhale, come on up into full extension. Beautiful, ladies. Exhale, press out. And inhale, bring it back in. 3 more rounds. Exhale, press out. And inhale, come on up. Exhale, go back down. And inhale, back in. 2 more. Exhale, press. And inhale, extend. Exhale, press. And bring it back in. Last one, ladies. Let's go for it. Push. Open the chest. Press back out. And bring it back in. Nice. Pull your legs up underneath you and go into a nice little child's pose and take another little rest. All right, let's move into our short box. So let's put your foot bar down, and then you're gonna flip your box to short box. Good. You wanna have 3 to 4 springs on. Yep, you're set. And you're gonna sit up on your box. Feet underneath your strap, and you can either have your heels sits bone distance apart or all the way squeezing together, whatever's more comfortable for your body. Good. Sit nice and tall, clasp your wrists, glide your shoulders down. Deep inhale, exhale, curl the pelvis and roll back. Good. Inhale, frame your face, drop the shoulders. Exhale, hollow and round forward. And then inhale, roll up, bottom to top. Good. Again, exhale, curl and roll back. Squeezing the glutes and hamstrings. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round forward, keep the abs in, keep squeezing the glutes and hamstrings, and roll up. Again, exhale, curl under. 3, and inhale, lift. Exhale, round forward, and roll up. Curl under. 4, inhale, lift. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, roll up. Last one of these. Exhale, curl under. And lift. And round forward. And roll up. Good. Spine twist. Arms out in a big T. Inhale. And to the right. Exhale. 1 and 2 and 3. Inhale, center. And left. 2, 3. Taller center. And right. 2, 3. Taller center. Inhale, lengthen. One more round. Right, 2, 3, and center, and left. 2, 3. Beautiful. Hands behind the head. We're gonna bend side to side. Deep inhale, exhale, bend to the right. Keep that left hip down. And inhale, come back up nice and tall. Exhale, bend to the left. Keep that right hip down. And inhale, bring it up. And exhale to the right. And inhale, lift nice and tall. And exhale to the left. And inhale, nice and tall. 2 more rounds. To the right. And draw yourself up. To the left. And draw yourself up. Last time. And exhale, right. Inhale, tall. Pull the abs in. And left. And get a little bit taller. Very good. Go ahead, bring those arms down. All right, ladies, let's move into some kneeling exercises. Go ahead, come off from the box and put it away. And we're gonna put foot bars up to the top and about 2 springs on, and we'll just do a little cat stretch kneeling. So toes are tucked under like you're gonna run a race up against the shoulder rests. Your tail is down towards your heels and you're in a nice neutral spine. Deep breath. Exhale, curl the pelvis under, round the spine. Very good. Inhale, breathe across your back, stretch. And now exhale, roll sequentially from tail to head out into neutral. Make sure the shoulders stabilize and the head comes back up. Good. Deep inhale, right and left. And exhale, hollow the belly, curl the pelvis under. Look at your pubic bone. Take a big inhale. And exhale sequentially through the spine. Roll back right into neutral. 3 more. Deep inhale. Exhale, curl the pelvis under from the bottom to the top. Inhale across the back and exhale, roll back out from the bottom to the top. Beautiful. 2 more. Deep breath. Exhale, rounding the spine. Deep breath. Exhale, rolling back out. 1 more, please. Inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale. Exhale, roll back out. Good. We're going to go into a little hover just to get our serratus fired up. So you're going to shift forward over your hands. And now just pick your knees up without moving the carriage about 1/4 inch and lower back down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, hover those knees up, separate the shoulder blades, and bring it back down. Again, exhale, pull those ribs together, and bring it back down. 2 more, looking good. Exhale, hover it up, 4, and bring it down. 1 more, exhale, hover it up, 5, and bring it down, and bring your tail back towards your heels. Good, very good, those are very tough. All right, ladies, let's move right into our side legs or side splits. So we're gonna take our foot bar down and bring our gear bar into -1. And we'll do inner thighs or adductors first. So we'll use a half spring. There you go. And we're gonna have a gripper on each side. And if you're on a higher reformer, you're going to want to use a box to come on and off. Good. All right, go ahead, step on. Platform surface first. Good. And we'll just be in parallel today. So we're going to inhale out and exhale in. Here we go. Inhale, press out, lift those arms side, and exhale, come back in. Again, inhale, press out, keeping your pelvis in neutral and your ribs connected, and exhale, come back in. And press out, and come back in. 2 more. Press out, and come back in. Very nice. 1 more. Inhale to press out. And exhale, draw it right back in. Good. Step off. Very good. Walk around. And now we're going to step back on. Again, platform surface first. Good. Here we go. Inhale, press out, lifting those arms to a T. Feel the shoulder blades wrap. And now exhale, come in, lift through the belly and the inner thighs. Press out, make sure you don't stick your tail out backwards. And exhale, bring it back in. Beautiful, ladies. Again, press out, this is 3. And exhale, bring it back in. And exhale, 4. And bring it back in. 1 more, 5. And bring it back in. Nice. Step off carriage leg first. We're going to do outer thighs or abductors. So you can use 1 or 1.5 springs depending on how much excitement you would like to have for the outside of your hips. Yep, when you're ready, go ahead and step on platform surface first. Good. Okay. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, press out. You can lift your arms if you like. And then come back in. You may not press out as far as you were going before, and that's normal. Press out 2. And bring it back in. And again, press it out 3. And bring it back in. And press out 4. And bring it in. 1 more time. Press out 5. And draw that carriage back in. Good, bring it to rest, step off backwards, and then you're going to step back on after walking around. Good. Good, deep inhale. Exhale as you press out. 1, and draw it back in. And again, feeling tall through the spine, anchoring down through the heels. Again. 3, and bring it in. 2 more. 4. Good. Last one. 5. And draw it back in. Good. And let's go ahead and step off. All right, ladies, let's go into monkey stretch. So go ahead. Put your foot bar either high for more stretch or in the middle if your hamstrings are a little tight. You're going to bring your gear bar back to your setting. And then you'll use your gripper. The closer in your gripper is towards the springs, the more stretch you're going to get. We're going to put the balls of your feet on the bar, a little wider than your hips, and you're going to go ahead and grab onto the foot bar. Here we go. Using your abs, inhale, press out, lift your heels high. Exhale, lower your heels down and get a big stretch. Inhale, lift your heels nice and high, and now draw the carriage back in. Scoop your belly up underneath you as you go. And again, inhale, press out, exhale to lower, inhale to lift. And exhale, pull that carriage back in. And again, inhale, press out. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. And exhale, bring it in. 2 more. Inhale, press out. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, and exhale, bring it in. Last time, inhale, press out. Exhale, lower, stay there for just a moment and get that nice stretch across the back of your spine and through your hamstrings and your calves. Good, lift those heels nice and high and bring your carriage right back in. Good. Moving into a little trot. You're going to have 3 springs on. Keep your foot bar high and bring your gripper down off to the back. Good. All right, go ahead and lie down. Balls of the feet on. Together, heels are high. Let's go ahead, press the carriage all the way out. Lower the right heel, bend the left knee. And let's change. A 1, and a 1, and a 2, and a 2, and a 3. Make sure you're squeezing the glutes and hamstrings, using your belly to the back. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Little quicker. And a 1, and a 1, and a 2, and a 2, and a 3, and a 3, a 4, and a 4, and a 5, and 5, and a 6, 7, and a 7, and a 8, and a 8, and a 9, and a 9. Last set, 10. Very good. Lift the heels and bring your carriage all the way in. Beautiful. Heels onto the sits bar, onto the foot bar, sits bone distance apart or a little bit wider. We're going to go right into hip rolls. Deep inhale, exhale, curl that pelvis under, roll up through the spine. Beautiful. Inhale, press the carriage out once, and exhale, pull it back in. As you press out, you can lower your hips so they're in line with your shoulders, and bring it back in, and inhale to roll down, sequencing through the spine. Again, exhale, curl that pelvis under and roll it up. Inhale, press out. And exhale, draw in. Inhale, press out. And exhale, draw in. And inhale, roll down. 2 more rounds. Exhale, curl under and roll up. Inhale, press out. And exhale, draw in. Inhale, press out. And exhale, draw in. And roll down as you inhale. Last time, ladies, exhale, curl that pelvis under and roll right back up. Inhale, press out, and exhale, come in. Inhale, press out, and exhale, come on in, and roll down through the spine. Beautiful. All right, ladies, let's go into some leg circles. Come on up, and we'll change your springs to 2 total. Lie back down and put the long loops on your feet. And we'll stay in imprint today and turn out. So legs are going to be out on a diagonal, heels together, toes apart, and your pelvis is going to be imprinted. Good. Inhale, prepare. We're going to go down first. Exhale, down, out and around, up and together. And again, down, out and around, up and together. And again, down, out and around, up and together. And this is 4, out and around, up and together. And 5, out and around, up and together. 1 more, please. 6, out and around, up, and let's reverse. Out and around, down and together, and scoop it up. And again, out and around together, and scoop it up. And this is 3, and scoop it up. And 4, scoop it up. And 5, bring it up. And 1 more time, this is 6. And bring it up. Excellent work. Okay, let's go into a little super splits again. So separate the legs, grab onto the ropes, stretch those inner thighs. You can choose to do this in neutral or in imprint, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Good. Bring the soles of your feet together and let's go into butterfly stretch. Go ahead, grab onto your feet, nod your chin, and let's fold forward. Now here, see if you can rock your pelvis to neutral and get your tailbone down a little bit. You might get a little bit more stretch. Good. And let's lower down. Press your right foot forward and bring your left ankle across your left knee and stretch your left piriformis. Good. You can take your left hand towards your left knee and press your left knee out a little bit. Good. Step into the right strap and change legs. Left foot is gonna press out and right foot is gonna go on that knee. Yep, there you go. And then press into the right knee a little bit. And again, here you can try and find neutral pelvis, and you should get a little more stretch in the right glute and piriformis when you press into neutral. Good. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead, come out of it. Take the straps off from your feet and put them back down on the silver post. And we'll come up and we'll go right into mermaid. So foot bar is on high, one spring is on. You're gonna have mermaid legs, so long as that's comfortable. And right hand will be to the front edge of your foot bar. And left hand is gonna be reaching out towards your left shoulder rest. Here we go. Lift the left arm up, glide the right shoulder down, and press side bend out. Good. Come on up, bring the left arm down, bring the carriage all the way to rest, lift the right arm up and stretch side. You can grab onto the silver post or the shoulder rest to increase that stretch. And come on up. And again, right hand down, lift the left and do a nice, wonderful side bend. And draw yourself up. Good, grab on to the silver post or the shoulder rests and go side. And draw yourself back up. One more time, ladies. And lift and nice side bend. And draw yourself up and down and lift and go to the other side. Good job. And come on up. Fancy dance transition. And let's flip to the other side. Good. Left hand is on the foot bar. Right hand is reaching out. Inhale to lift. And exhale, do a nice side bend, keeping the ribs connected. Inhale, draw yourself up. And exhale, bring the hand down. Lift the left arm. And do a nice stretch. Good. And come on up. And bring it down. Lift. And nice big side bend. You've made it. You've worked hard today. Come on up and grab onto the silver post and stretch side. And come on up and bring it down. Last time, lift that right arm and nice side bend, keeping that left shoulder blade wrapping. Good. Draw yourself on up. Grab onto the post. And go side. Very nice. Come on up. Scooter stretch. 1.5 to 2 springs on. Foot bar to the top. You can grab a great gripper and put it underneath the bottom foot if you like. And if you're on a taller reformer, you're going to pull your box out so you can step on it. Good. All right, left foot is going to be up against the shoulder rest, and you're trying to square your hips off the best you can. Deep inhale and exhale, press that left leg back, lunge that right knee forward and get a nice big stretch. And inhale, come back up and in. And again, exhale, press out. And inhale, come up and in. One more, please. Exhale, press out. Stay if you can. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling, bracing yourself with the right, and do a little arch backwards to get a little extra stretch through the front of your body. Good. And bring the arm down, and go ahead and pull your carriage right back in. Good, and let's go on over to the other side. There we go. Good. Nice and tall, deep breath, and exhale, press back. Right leg goes back, left knee reaches forward. And draw yourself up and in. So as you're going, you want to remember to lift the abs. Press back. Pull up with the belly as you press the right leg back to increase your stretch in the front of the right hip. And come back up. Good, ladies. One more time. Press back. Stay there. Brace yourself with your left. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling and give yourself a little arch back if you like, and that'll give you a little bit more stretch. Good job. Go ahead, bring that right hand back down and pull your carriage all the way up and in. And go ahead and come off from there. All right, let's finish up with some stretching. Go ahead and you're going to put your foot bar down and bring your box onto your reformer. If you have a lower reformer, if you have a higher reformer, you can just use right as high as the carriage is already. Okay, let's go ahead, bring our right leg up onto the box or your reformer and just lunge forward here. As you're lunging forward, you're trying to get a nice, wonderful stretch in the front of the left hip. So try and square your hips off as much as you can. Good. And just breathe gently into it. Keep lifting through your belly. Keep reaching out through your left heel. You may feel a little stretch in the back of your left calf as well. Good. When you're ready, let's go ahead, straighten the right leg out, adjust yourself, and then fold forward towards that right leg, squaring your hips off again. And go ahead, flex your foot, just to get a little more stretch in the calf and feel that wonderful stretch all the way through the back of the right leg. And just breathe gently here. Good. Go ahead and bring that right leg down. And let's change legs. Bring your left leg up. And when you're ready, just lunge forward. You can put your hands on the box if you like. Square your hips as much as possible. Keep lifting in the belly, getting the stretch in the front of the right thigh. Breathing gently. Good. And when you're ready, go ahead and straighten your left leg out. Round forward towards the left leg, flex your left heel, and feel the back of the left leg open. And again, just breathing gently. Good. Very nice. Let's go ahead and bring that leg down. Place your hands onto the box or the carriage. And reach backwards with your pelvis. Feet are a little bit wider than your hips. And we're trying to get a stretch now in your arms. So you're leaning away, tipping your pelvis into as much neutral as possible, and you should feel a stretch in the front of your armpits. Breathe gently while you're here. You may also feel a stretch in the backs of your hamstrings and the backs of your calves. Good. And when you're ready, walk your hands on down to the floor. Good. And bend your knees a little bit. Draw your tail down and roll yourself on up to standing. Good. Wonderful work.